afternoon, friends. Today I am going to deliver something on accounting process. Accounting process, like the class on accounting process is a long class as the process of accounting is too long. Okay, so I am again at the midst of the topic accounting process, and today I would like to take up the recording aspect. I have told you accounting is a process of preparation of statement of account initially. Now how the statements are prepared will determine the total process of accounting. Now how the accounts, statements of events are prepared. You see, first of all, when we are in business, very good. Now in the business, the events occur. What are the different events? I have given you good examples in the previous classes. And so these are events. Events have got, I have told you, events are of two types. One is non-recordable events and the others are recordable events. Non-recordable events are those which are beyond our purview of discussion for the purpose of accounting. And recordable events are those which we should pay attention and they are given respect by recording. Okay, so recordable transactions, recordable events. Now these recordable events are of two types. I have already told you they are recorded, they are having financial impact and having no financial impact. When the event has got no financial impact, just say your friend has given you, that day I told you, your friend has given you a beautiful pen and in exchange you are giving him a beautiful cake purchase from the BnCMS company. I am not making the advertisement of BnCMS company, anyway, BnCMS cake you are giving. So it is an exchange, but it is not changing any monetary, it has making no effect on the monetary status of the parties concerned, so it is not an exchange. It may be recordable. My friend has given me some cake, I have given him pen. It is recordable. It may be recorded in your diary, in your personal diary, but so far as accounting books are concerned, it is not considered. So because it has got no monetary exchange. Clear? So only those events recorded, the events are recorded by the students of commerce and economics and accounts, which are exchange. Exchange means exchange of money for goods or goods for money. Clear? So it is an exchange of goods and not services, which is measurable in terms of money, which results in change in the financial position of the parties concerned, and that is transaction. So whenever any event takes place, I have to identify whether they are events for us or not. For us, for the students of commerce, which are the events? For us, the events are only those which are transactions. What are transactions? I have right now said a transaction is an exchange of goods and not of services that results in changes in monetary position of the parties concerned and which is measurable in terms of money. So if it is the transaction, then I will only proceed. So event is there. I gave you the appointment of Mr. Sawan, Mr. X as a cashier of the company, of the organization. It is an event, but it is not a transaction. So it will not be considered for the purpose of our work. But when I am making a payment of rupees 50,000 or 20,000 to him as a salary, then it is a transaction. So whenever an event takes place, I should go on identifying whether it is an exchange, whether it is a transaction, or whether it is not a transaction. No transaction will be deleted. Yes, transaction will be taken into account. Okay? Therefore, the total process of accounting starts as soon as the events occur. Okay? So this is the first step in the process of accounting. I have already told you, friend, a process is a set of functions, interlinked and interlinked, performed systematically to attain the desired goal. Okay? So first function, first part of the accounting process is occurrence of an event. No event, no accounting. Then events are there, event is there, but it has got no relation to money. So it is not considered. So then we will identify whether that event is a transaction or not. If it is not a transaction, we will delete. We will not consider. Stop your pen and go on waiting for the another or the other. And then if you think that it is a transaction, then you will start. Then you go on doing something. Then third part, when the transaction takes place, my first task is to find out what are the debits and what are the credits. For finding out debits and credits, I have given you the rules. I am just recapping. So we should first take the first rule, what comes in debit and what goes out credit. So if transaction has got two wing, and one is debit and the other one is credit. Here I would like to say something. Here the concept of double entry principle. Double entry principle. Just pay proper attention to that, friend. Your mother has given you rupees 500 and you have gone to the market, okay? In the morning hours, you have purchased necessary commodities, and now your mother asks you, बहू क्या क्या खरीद किए हैं, क्या क्या लिया है? हाँ मम्मी आपको दे रहे हैं. आप क्या किए? मम्मी आप वेट करो, हम लिख रहे हैं. You have a copy. A date is there, to a specific date, and whatever expenses you made, whatever expenses you made, you write a record. You make a record. Say you have purchased potato this much, cheese this much, sweet this much, and many others, medicine and like all this. Here is the item, name of the item, here is the amount. The total amount is much. What was it? The total amount in hand. The amount in hand is say 500, and you have expended 480. इसका अंदर में 50 रुपीस तो अपना पॉकेट में गया, वो भी उसको अंदर में घुसा दो. Anyway, so remaining balance is 20. Okay, so that is our normal recording. And everybody, whether you have gone through accounts or not, everybody knows this system of keeping accounts, right or not? Yes, yes. So whenever we make any payments, you will see that your father, it may be your nana or dada, whoever the senior, those who are in charge of meeting the expenses, they record it, because recording is very essential. If your mother asks your father, hello, in this month, how much potato we have purchased? How much expenses we have made for the medicine? What was the electricity bill? What is the amount of the tuition fees of our school? Then how would they find out? बोले हाँ दादा उस दिन उतना फीस दिए थे, नहीं जी कितना फीस दिए थे? अरे 800 रुपया हुआ था स्कूल में, ये BNC है 300 देकर आप चले आए थे, 500 बाकी है. नहीं हम तो मेरे ख्याल से 800 दिए. नहीं हम जानते हैं तुम 300 दिए. Memory is disturbing, no? Memory is disturbing. So it is the limitation of human memory that leads to recording. Okay. So human memory is very limited. So we even forget what I have taken yesterday in my 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I cannot remember, and it is not possible for the people to remember the total expenses made during a particular month, during a particular year, during a period of 10 years. So in the process of recording, the question of recording comes. The question of all the transactions in writing is our very, very practice, and that practice is with the advent of the civilization. But that practice follows no entry system. So it is known as no entry system because we make no entry. Clear? Now, just what we write? We write the name of the item and the amount expended. And this entry, this method of transaction is known as single entry system. Single entry system. So single entry system. Single entry system only the account, the amount paid, for the item. Okay, and how do you define single entry? Let me define the other system of transaction, then I will let you know what is single entry. Now, the process of recording transaction only in that way is a long practice. It is practice with the advent of civilization. But the practice of writing both the sides, the practice of writing the debit side and credit side came in the 16th century, I have told you. And it was developed by Luca or Luca, Luca or Luca as you pronounce it, Pacioli. Okay, and he is a Roman fellow, Italian fellow, and the original, he made the distinction between debitum and creditum. Okay, so what are the debitum, what are the creditum? Debitum and creditum, all these I have told you, they have got the Latin origin. Okay, Latin origin. And this debit and credit, what are debit, what are credits, I have already told you how to distinguish. And that system has been developed by Luca or Luca Pacioli. Clear? And the recording process he starts, and the first part of recording process he shows that whenever the time he shows that time that whatever comes should be debited, whatever goes out will be credited. And that system, as a result of this connotation, as a result of this process, we have got a system of recording. And that system of recording is known as double entry system. So what is double entry system? Double entry system is that system of accounting which records both the aspects of a transaction. What are the different aspects of both the aspects? One is debit and the other one is credit. So this is the system of accounting. So there are two systems of accounting. Okay, friend. One is the double entry system. System of accounting. System of accounting. One is, I am letting it short, double entry system. Double entry system. Double entry system is that which records both the aspects of transaction. So double entry system is that system of accounting that recognizes both the aspects of transaction, debit and credit, and recording. Okay, and there is, so it is a change. It is an introduction of a new system, and the overall traditional system was that, and that we maintain, just we mention the name of the item we have purchased and the cost affected, cost made in that regard, and that is basically that system still is being followed, and that system has got a given name. Since it is given a name, double entry system, that system I am already told you in 2 minutes that is known as single entry system. The double entry system is defined as what? It is that system of accounting that records both the aspects of a transaction. And single entry system, single entry system has not been defined at all. There is no definition of single entry system. A definition goes, single entry is that which is not double entry. Single entry is that which is not double entry. Okay, so the definition of double entry system, single entry, is based, it is stated in relation to single entry. So what is not single, what is not double entry? These are all single entry system. Are you getting me? Yes. So double entry system is that system of accounting in which we record both aspects of a transaction, and that system of accounting is the product of Luca Pacioli. Clear? And it came in the year in 15 something some period. Okay, and before that accounting was there, and still that those who do not follow the Luca Pacioli, still whenever I am making my personal expenses, records of my personal expenses, I do maintain in this quality. What are the things that are being purchased and how much amounts I am meeting. So I am also following the single entry system. But whenever Whenever I am making the accounting of the school, I have to make it in double entry. Okay, whenever I am making the payments to the teachers, I am writing salaries to staff account debit to cash. If they are paid through bank, I write salaries to bank. But if whenever I am making any deposits to bank, I am making bank account debit to cash. And whenever I am withdrawing cash account debit to bank, and like that. Okay. Whenever we are making the expenses for our program, what we write? Program expenses account debit to cash. And in program we have made, we basically make different small accounts regarding purchase of books, regarding decoration, regarding lights, regarding many other. So that is a total process. Okay. So this process is very, very systematic. Okay. If you start with the double entry, we will give you the final records in a very, very meaningful manner. Will help you having a beautiful records, meaningful records in your hands. And that is why this double entry system is regarded as the most scientific system of accounting. Okay, so it is the most scientific system of accounting, and similarly it is not at all scientific, it is a mere record. And whether you read accountancy or not, you have to keep the records, and that records are made through single entry system. Single entry system is very, very simple. You are getting the materials, and you are the materials you have got and the amounts you have paid. You make just make a statement. It is mere a statement. But double entry is a culmination, is an association of a collection of good number of systems. Okay, so for double entry system principle, the person keeping the records must have the knowledge. He must have the knowledge of accounting. So you have to maintain a good number of books. So it is more costly. Okay, here I am telling you. The double entry, it is very simple, it is very easy, less cost. Okay, double entry system is comparatively costly because the person who will be making records must be having the adequate knowledge of accounting, and you have to maintain the records, and the man who is maintaining the records will have to be paid. Okay, so it is costly. Still, it is better. It is better than the single entry system, as because it is more meaningful, more acceptable. Okay, by the business world today. Okay. Yes, so this is regarding the different systems. So what are the different systems of accounting? There are basically two systems of accounting. One is double entry system and the other one is single entry system. Double entry system is that which records both the aspects of the transaction, debit and credit, and single entry is that which has got no definition at all. But a definition you will get. Single entry is that which is not double entry. Okay. Just the raw maintaining of records maintained by everybody is generally a single entry system of accounting. But presently there is another system, triple entry system of accounting, and it is used. A time was there in the latter half, in the plagate of the 20th century. It was started by some American accountants. But it did not. It did not get sufficient popularity, and that is why single entry system is not being applied right now. So, what is applied is double entry system, and by everybody single entry system. So, it is a very, very common system of accounting, and it is a very, very logical system of accounting followed by each and every firm who are supposed to pay tax. Okay, who are supposed to pay tax. Clear, and the government accounting all are effective through double entry system. Clear. Then now come to this part. In the double entry system, that is finding the debits and credit, and it is the first part of our double entry system. And as you have got the debits and credit, you will go on recording. Okay, I have already told you. Accounting is a process of preparation of the statement of account. If you want to make the preparation of the statement, account of what? Account of transaction. So you are going to make the account of transaction. So your transaction is the first issue. The transaction should be identified because out of numerous number of events, you have to find out what are transactions, what are not transactions. What are transactions? Yes. Are you transaction? No. Thank you. Are you transaction? Yes. Come here. I will take it into account. So this is the case. No transaction, thank you. Yes transaction, stay. Now yes transaction, I will consider, I will scan what are debits and what are credit. Okay, after making that, I will go on writing, and that is recording. Clear? So this is the recording starts after making this. So this is the basically the third step of the accounting process. So first process is identification of the transaction. Second one is finding the debits and credit. Third one is recording. I have already told you accounting is a process. A process is a set of functions performed systematically, right? Systematically, one after another, systematically, which are interrelated and interrelated, designed to achieve the desired goal. All are systematic, right or not? Identification of transaction, finding out the debits and credit, then recording. Clear? Now listen. This part is very, very important. Recording. I go on writing recording. Recording means putting in black and white. Clear? Now recording, as soon as the transaction effects, I record it in the page. Clear? I record it in the page. Now say I have purchased machinery today. I have made sales. I have paid. I have deposited amounts into bank. I have made electricity payment. I have paid salaries. I have received commission. I have received interest. So I have sold some old furniture. I have made an advance to Mr. Pachu. Okay, I have made some specific payment to Mr. Rana, and all these are the events I have made. All these are the transactions I have made. So what I make? I keep a records, daily records. Okay, daily records as per the day. So what are the transactions I have made? So today is the 8th of December, and 8th of December I have made 15 transactions. Clear? Say in your house you think, just give an example. You are a student of commerce. So your father goes to office by catching 8:30 to 10. So he has today he has set for taking his meal. Okay, बाबू इस महीना में हम लोग कितने पोटैटो खरीद के देख तो इस महीने में लास्ट महीने में हम लोग कितना पोटैटो खरीद के देख तो बोले हाँ पापा रुकिए ए भैया ए भाई अगस्त है ना बोलते लिख 1 तारीख में इतना, 2 तारीख पे कुछ नहीं, 3 तारीख में, 4 तारीख इतना, 5 तारीख उतना, 6 तारीख 7 तारीख 8 तारीख 10। अरे क्या हुआ बोलना, हुआ तेरा रिकॉर्ड्स किए? बोले हाँ पापा बोल रहा है। अरे 30 डेज का बात है ना, अब थोड़ा टाइम दीजिए। पापा ने कुछ नहीं बोले, खाना हो गया। जाते जाते बोले ये भाड़ में जाए लड़का, कुछ पढ़ाई वढ़ाई नहीं करता, क्या अकाउंटेंसी पढ़ते हैं, क्या जाते हैं प्रोफेसर चक्रवर्ती के पास, क्या अकाउंटेंसी पढ़ाई की है कि बोल नहीं पाते हैं। लाज लगा बहुत, मेरा पास आया, सर जानते हैं मेरा पापा ऐसा ही बोले, हम बोलेंगे तो जरूर। बोले क्यों, तू तो फांकीबाज है, क्या किए तू? बोले नहीं सर हम तो पोटैटो का हिसाब दे रहे थे, हम पोटैटो को आज हिसाब दे रहे हैं, ऐसी प्रॉब्लम है, कल मेडिसिन में प्रॉब्लम होगा, परसों ट्यूशन फीस में प्रॉब्लम होगा। तो सर क्या करें बोलिए ना, मैं तो टेंशन हो रहा है, पापा ऐसा बोलते हैं, बहुत खराब लग रहा है, हम तो अच्छा रिजल्ट अच्छा करते हैं स्कूल में, हम तो अच्छे लड़के हैं। तब बोले थोड़ा और एक काम करना पड़ेगा। बोले क्या करेंगे सर? और वही तो बोलते हैं, ठीक है। नाउ सी you are purchasing potatoes, ठीक है। Today's one. Okay, and then 2 days you have purchased medicine, you have purchased sweets, you have purchased dye. Clear? कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। हर दिन लिख रहा है, आज 1 तारीख, 2 तारीख, 3 तारीख, 4 तारीख, 5 तारीख, 5, 6, 7 तारीख, हाँ ठीक है। देख after 30 days, if you go on making the summation, it will be a task. हाँ अलग से कॉपी लेकर बैठना पड़ेगा। तो इसीलिए क्या है, what you have to do, this is first record, okay, then you make another page, a page, 1 page for potato, ठीक है, 1 page for sweets, 1 page for say medicine, 1 page for coffee, okay। Now you have purchased potato 1, 12, 20 इतना, 5 kg कितना दाम, 2 तारीख इतना, 3 तारीख में इतना, 4 तारीख, 5 तारीख पे इतना, 6 तारीख इतना। तो नेक्स्ट डे पापा तुमको बोले बाबू कल तो बोल नहीं पाया, रात पे जाकर मम्मी को बोले, जानते हो मम्मी और बोले पापा बहुत उल्टा सीधा बोल के गया। तो मम्मी बोले बोलेंगे नहीं, पैसा खर्चा करता है, उतना पैसा देता है स्कूल में, उतना पैसा देते प्राइवेट ट्यूशन में, क्या होता तेरा, तू बोलने में लिए 50 मिनट टाइम लगा दिए, फालतू तो है। पापा ठीक है मम्मी, कल पापा को कुछ बोलिएगा, कल हमको पूछे के लिए बोलिएगा। तो बोल पापा को तुरंत ही पापा को ये इंटरेस्ट आ गया। सर बोले कल आज ही पूछेंगे। हाँ बाबू बोल, क्या बोल रहे थे? बाबा क्या चाहिए आपको, कौन इज्जत चाहिए बोलिए तो। तू हमको इज्जत देगा? जैसे कुछ नहीं होगा, हम देख लिए, बोलिए ना क्या चाहिए। बोले बोलते सर हम लोग कितना स्वीट्स खाए? सर अब तो कर लिए नहीं बहुत काट के ऐसे स्वीट्स का रिकॉर्ड करके। हाँ कितना का खाए? 520 का। ठीक से बोल। अरे क्या ठीक से बोले, डेट बोल देते हैं, इतना दिन इतना दिन इतना दिन। हंसने लगा पापा छोटा करके, लेकिन हंसा दिखाई नहीं दे रहा। लड़के को मन भर जाएगा। ठीक है बोलते हम लोग स्वीट्स कितना खाए हैं? बोल दिए। अरे रसगुल्ला कितना खाए बोल, दही कितना लिया है बोल। ठीक है बोल दिए। अच्छा मछली तो तुम भी शायद हो गया, तुम तो जानते हो, अभी बोल देंगे हाँ इतना केजी का मछली इतना रुपया। बोले बाबा क्या हो गया रे? कुछ नहीं बोला, हंसने लगा, थोड़ा मोड़ा हंसा लेकिन दिखाई नहीं दिया, गंभीर से हंसने लगा। जाने का टाइम पे बहुत अच्छी तरीके से रात में नेक्स्ट डे जब घर में आया, लड़का का लिए एक अच्छा क्या एक डायरी लेकर आया। बोले बाबू और अच्छी तरह से और चिंता मत कर, हाँ आई विल गिव यू अ लैपटॉप और बेटा रिकॉर्ड। ठीक है तो अब आकर बोले सर ठीक है, डायरी तो आप ले लीजिए, लैपटॉप तो मैं रख दूंगा। सो दिस इज द रिकॉर्ड, the making daily records. You are making daily records. This is known as primary recording. ठीक है, this is known as primary recording, and this primary recording is made in a book, and that book is known as journal. In Bengali it is known as jabida. This word has come from the word zur means दिन, day. ठीक है, तो रिकॉर्ड्स मेड डेली एज पर डे। तो a specific day a journal has the records of the particular day. So this is known as a journal, and the journal is that book where the records are primarily made. So this is known as book of prime entry. Clear? So as soon as the transaction takes place, I will find out the debits and credits. And these debits and credits are recorded in the book of journal, in the book of prime entry. And how it is made, I am showing you that. Right? This is the more or less the structure of journal. Here is the date. Here is the particulars. Here is the ledger folio. There is the amount, debit and credit. Ledger folio, what it is, I will let you know for the account. See, on 1/11/2020. You have purchased goods from Ram. What would be the journal entry? Purchase account debit to Ram. Purchase account as purchase account. We write in that way. Purchase account debit, and credit is denoted it is prefixed by to. Purchase to Ram account. Okay. And they purchase at 10,000. It is a credit purchase, so name of the person is written. Purchase goods from Ram, purchase account debit to Ram. Clear? So this is debit, and it is written in the debit column, and it is written in the credit column. Okay? And then we make a simple, we make a simple statement of what is the nature of the transaction. That means purchase of goods from Ram on credit. So this is known as narration. Okay, this is known as narration. Clear? And then next day, purchase goods on cash from Raman. What would be the journal? Next day, 1/2/12/2/11 Purchase account debit to cash, as because it is cash transaction. Purchase account debit to cash account. Okay. What I will write? Purchase goods on credit from Roman. Okay. In that way, say it is 12,000. Clear? So in that way, we will go on writing all the transactions. Say it is on that day, on 1. And this on that 111, you have made some payment with regards to electricity. So it will be electricity account debit to cash. Now, what would be the addition? The amount paid for electricity, say 5,000. So it is the pro forma of journal, and it is the process of writing. So this journal is a book of priority. Later on, for each and every item, say for purchase, for RAM, for cash, for electricity, we will make separate pages. And from here, we will record this. We will record this to that record, and that is known as ledger. Ledger is known as the book of final entry. Okay, the book of final entry. So first of all, we will identify, or there will be, with the occurrence of event, we will go on identifying what are the transactions, what are not the transactions. Okay, then after that we will find the debits and credits, and after getting debits and credits, we will go on recording. So recording is the basic process. Okay, and while recording, there are two aspects of recording. Recording means making entry. Okay, entry. Making entry. Entry, as you all know, entry means ghusna. Okay, just getting a bar. Clear. As soon as you have identified transaction, you are making debits and credits, and that is being entered. That is data being entered. So the process is known as making entry. So first entry is made in journal. This is the process of journalizing. Journalizing is the process of primary recording, and it is known as journal as because the transactions are recorded as per day. And from journal we will go on writing a ledger, and that is known as posting. If you ask the teacher, I am not the teacher, but any learned fellow in accounting, if you go and ask him, what is posting, I think most of them will not be in a position to answer. Okay, posting is the process of recording events from the journal to ledger. Clear? So up till tomorrow, this is the process of journal. Tomorrow I will give you some transactions. You will make the journal entries. We will make the journal entries, and on the following day we will put them into ledger. But simultaneously we will put them into ledger. Okay. So friends, what I have done today, this is our 5th class on accounting process. Our task is recording of accounts. Okay, recording of transactions. The first, I have already told you, accounting is a process. The process has a good number of functions, and the accounting function starts with the occurrence of any transaction. So events might have been there. The events are to be categorized whether they are transactions or not. If they are transactions, then that would be given due priority, and then we will find out the debits and the credits. After finding out debits and credits, we will go on to recording. That is putting in black and white. While recording, they are first recorded primarily, and that primary record is made as per day, and that is why the record is known as journal, and the process is known as making entry or journalizing. And from per journal, we will finally record in a set of books, and that is known as ledger. So ledger is a book of final entry, and the process of writing from journal to ledger is known as posting. Okay, so thank you friends. Please be tuned with the topic. Have a nice study in your home. Any problem, with regards to this issue, may please be communicated to me. So make comments and helping you, serving you with some enriched material. Thank you very much.